Earlier this year, I commuted to and from work on the Tenways Seago 600 Pro, and I love the elegance, design, and capability of that bike. For the past few weeks, I've been riding another Tenways bike that is more accessible and once again optimized for the city commuter. Hello everybody, this is Matthew Miller, otherwise known as Palm Solo, and welcome to the Mobile with Matt channel. And as you can see in front of me, we have another e-bike review. I'm getting sent a lot of these e-bikes to review and I'm trying to pump them out as fast as I can. This time we have the Tenways Seago 800S. That is in that same lovely sky blue color that I saw on the Seago 600 Pro. It has that same high quality coating, elegant, simple design with an integrated battery in the frame. And of course, that Gates carbon belt drive system. Since this model is available only as a step-through frame, there is one size available. And Tenways states that it's for riders from 5'1" to 6'3". I'm 6'1", so this is a perfect one for me, and I don't even have it at the full height of the seat. And my wife, being that she's 5'4", can actually also ride this bike, so that's great. It's a multi-purpose bike for the whole family. It has been great to be able to enjoy it, but also have my wife try it out, who did not get to ride the Seago 600 Pro because it was just too tall. So let's start off with some key specifications. The Tenways Seago 800S is the name of the bike. It is a sleek, minimalist design with a headlight, a removable battery, integrated into the frame, tail lights, that I'll talk about in a little bit, aluminum fenders, a rear rack, and everything you need right out of the box. You don't have to buy any accessories at all to get going. It's made with a 6061 aluminum frame, a Gates carbon belt drive, and it's virtually maintenance free thanks to that belt drive system, no derail or anything else to worry about. Tenways states that it can go 43 to 53 miles in range, and I'll talk about my experiences with that in a little bit. It weighs in at just 46 pounds, so it's a fairly light bike. Not as light as the Seago 600 Pro, but still fairly light. And it has a 264-pound load capacity. So my 235-pound person can fit on there, no problem. It's got a 36-volt, 10.4 amp-hour battery, 350-watt rear hub motor, worth 45 newton meters of torque provided by that motor. And it is torque sensing on the pedal mechanism. It has a front suspension fork for some additional comfort on the road, puncture resistance 700 by 480C tires, a comfortable saddle, very comfortable saddle, hydraulic disc brakes, and a central display that I'll get into more detail in a little bit. It has something that's a little bit interesting compared to some other e-bikes that I've tested. There's actually controls on both sides of the handlebars. So there's some on the left and some on the right, and I'll talk about what they do in a few minutes. That rear tail light is also great to have integrated, and it has turn signals. Tenways also has a smartphone app for navigation, battery monitoring, distance tracking, and more. And even though it comes with everything you need out of the box, you can pick up some accessories. These include a front carrier and a pannier bag, if you'd like, from the Tenways website. So now let's go talk a little bit more about the controls on the bike. It's got those great handlebars that are angled back for a very comfortable commute. You're not sitting out with the handlebars way in front of you. It's right close to your body. It's very, very comfortable, and I love this. It's one of my favorite layouts for handlebars. So over on the left side here, we've got up and down arrows, and that simply is your pedal assist from 0 to 5. And then there's an M button, which is your menu button. And then on the right side, we have little headlight icons, an upper one and a lower one, and then a power button down below that. So that's the power button and the turn signals. You press once to turn the turn signal on, and then you press the same turn signal button again to turn it off. So it takes a little bit of getting used to and to remember to turn that turn signal off. If you press and hold the upper button, the left signal, for light, that will turn the lights on manually. If you press and hold the right turn signal, the lower button, that will turn the lights off. And then when we press the M button over here and we jump into the display menu, now that display is a color display. It's centered on the bike. It's part of the bike handlebar stem itself. If you press that button, you can access various settings on the bike. Includes battery info, wheel size, speed limit, which is 20 miles per hour is the fastest, background light brightness, display units, whether you're metric or SI, and there's a password manager because there is a password on this bike that you can maintain to have a little bit of security. It doesn't track the bike or anything else. It just, you're not able to use the electronic parts of it without having that password. You can enter the smartphone app, 10ways app, and then in that app, you can put a destination, right? So you select a destination and you say navigate. And then the center display will actually show you large arrows for your next turn with the distance remaining to that turn and then the total distance. This is very, very handy for navigating around the city and other places because you can put your phone in your pocket or your backpack or your bag and not have to worry about mounting it to the bike itself. So this is fantastic. It's the first time I've seen one. I think one of the carbon fiber ones that I've done, the Urtopia, had something similar to this, but this one is very, very easy and used through the smartphone app itself. That smartphone app is primarily used for this navigation functionality and recording riding stats for your bike. There is buried in those settings the ability to turn on auto recording for your bike so you don't have to go in and manually turn that on and off every time you want to ride the bike and record your stats. So regular viewers know that I ride up a hill 13 to 15% incline just to get into my neighborhood. And I was only able to get up the hill with this bike without stopping by standing up and pedaling very, very hard. This bike does provide a good level of assistance, but I'm asking a lot to go up a hill like that, right? Now, a flat distance test, where I use the pedal assist. Of course, there's no throttle on the 10ways Seago 800S, so there's no throttle, so there's no throttle mode, so I wasn't able to test any throttle mode. So every session was in pedal assist mode, except of course the no battery ride level 0 mode. So with level 1, I experienced a range of about 42 miles, and when I bumped that up to more assist for level 5, that dropped to about 37 miles. Now, 10ways advertises up to 53-mile range, but that's usually on a flat surface, no wind, pavement, no incline, anything else, and usually like 175-pound rider. So I'm very satisfied with this range, especially with my 7-mile daily commute to and from the train station and to the office. That distance would have me charging the bike just once a week, and that's very reasonable. So the range, I would say, is pretty accurate. And talking about the assists, so I put it on level 1 up to 5. Once I get to about level 3, the difference between 3 and 5 I don't really notice very much. So primarily rode this bike in level 2 and 3 most of the time, just for that little bit extra. You know, it's that torque sensing, so I put a little power into it and I see some power out. And I was able to get up to 20 miles per hour even in levels 2 and 3. So I didn't really need levels 4 and 5, but it's nice to have if you want to take it a little bit more easy. Now, of course, put it on level 0, or you can actually take this battery fully off and save a few pounds. I don't know that the battery weighs, maybe on the order of 5 pounds. So with that, this bike is almost like a regular bike, right? It's less than 40 pounds, a little bit heavier than a regular bike, right? But you can still ride it fairly easily with no battery, or if your battery happens to die. And that's good to know, and it's an enjoyable bike to ride. So another thing I like to look at is how much fun did I have with this bike, right? It's really nice to have a lighter bike when I mix in train segments where I have to carry the bike up and down stairs. It's easy to get on, ride with comfortable handlebars in that saddle. It's a perfect urban commuting bike with those lights, the turn signals, the fenders that are going to keep the water out, and that rear rack to put on some pannier bags. Also, it's hard to see in the video here, but I'll show in pictures. The pedals have an integrated center piece that has like sandpaper, so grip. There's some extra grip on those pedals, right? Which is really nice for keeping your foot going on those pedals. And I love the carbon belt, right? There's no gears to worry about. There's no derailleur to worry about. Very low maintenance. The 10ways Seago 800S has everything you need for a great commuting bike with low maintenance design elements. I couldn't find anything lacking for its intended rider demographic. And the only thing that I would improve personally, because I've tested so many other bikes, is I would like two things actually. I would like a little bit more ergonomic hand grips. So these are very comfortable. They've got that faux leather finish, but they're just just round. There's no palm rest aspect to these. Now, the palm rest thing is great when you're going to be riding the bike for extended periods of time. You may not be riding that on your commute. However, I would like a little bit more ergonomic hand grips, and I actually can easily replace those because these ones are just held on with an Allen wrench, so I could slide those off and put on some ergonomic ones. And then the other thing I would like to see from all manufacturers, and being that this is a commuter and a city commuter, people probably have limited space where they live. I really enjoy having either easily removable pedals or foldable pedals because that really helps a lot for storage. The bike is very narrow with the handlebars and things, but the pedals kind of stick out and it's cause little problems for storage. So I could easily replace those pedals myself because it easily fits right into the arm. But that's something to know. So this bike, the Tenways Seago 800S, is priced at $1,599. It's available in this lovely sky blue, midnight black, pebble gray. And these colors are really nice. It's a matte finish, very well designed. You can see on the frame, it's very well put together. It's very strong. And you can purchase, like I mentioned earlier, front rack, pannier bags, and more. The Tenways Seago 800S is a perfect bike for someone looking to commute or cruise around the city. It's very low maintenance, easy to operate with the accessible buttons on both sides. It has those turn signals to kind of give the people behind you a bit of a warning of where you're going. It is really, really nice with safety and comfort features. The torque sensor works well with the power applied to help as you push down on those pedals. That's it for the Seago 800S. I really enjoy this bike. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share. Interact with me here and stay tuned for more coverage of e-bikes, wearables, and other mobile technology. Thank you everybody for watching, and may the mobile force be with you.